He's 13. 14 in a few days. He's sitting next to you, and I
I
said to
don't
him,
care
"Well,
about
you
your family,
you
Kay.
shut your fucking disgusting mouth, right? Shut your
Oh, here we
disgusting
go. The abuse
narcissistic
starts
mouth."
yet again.
Oh my God, no, swear
Was
words
this
aren't
the
abuse,
mouth you said
Robbie.
should be
You
abused as a
raging,
child, Kay?
lying freak of
Was this
nature,
the
right?
mouth that you said should be
My
abused as a
son,
child?
you be quiet. My son, who is 13, is listening to you. And in your last rant, when I was giving you space to tell all of your lies, right, and deflections and bullshit and perpetual nonsense that you spew, I said to my son, 13 years old, take your headphones out, listen to this prick. And he went, yeah, okay. And he took his headphones out and he nodded and he listened intently to you. And I said, this is the type of man I don't want you to become. This is the way that this man speaks to your mother, speaks to people, lies, like it is second nature to him, like it is his oxygen, his life force energy. Never become this man. And you know what? My
Just a question
13-year-old
then,
son
Kay.
gets it. My
When you
son's
said,
listening. If you want to
when you
ask him
said
a
that's
question
that's happy
directly.
enough. When you
Do it.
said that Amanda should send Jack Benson round to my house because it would be a fun and
Pardon?
party. When you said
I
that
think you're
Amanda
going
should
to have
send
to
her
show
son,
evidence of that, you lying
happily,
freak.
Kay. But I've decided this is going
Do
to
it
be
now
the
then.
last. I've decided this is going to be the last interaction I ever have
Oh,
with
have
you.
you? You've
Because I
decided.
think,
You know
yes,
what, Robbie? I
I have.
decided the first time I interacted with you that I never, ever wanted to repeat the
No, you didn't.
process. And yet
No, you
here you
didn't.
are in my fucking life, 2.5 years
First time you
later, you
interacted with me, you
mental
messaged me
prick.
back the next day and said on Instagram, I love
Oh,
you so
really?
much, but can you
Oh,
get
did
your
I?
bitch Grace O'Malley under control?
Oh my God, did I? Yeah?
Yes.
You should probably put that in the nest, you lying fucking weirdo.
So you didn't message
Honestly,
me on Instagram
man,
about Grace's behaviour, did you not?
It's really
In October
psychotic. It's
2023?
really... I
Did
don't
you?
give a fuck about Grace O'Malley. Yeah, I
But
might
you
have done.
messaged me about
Post
her in
it. I'm not
2023 in
ashamed.
October, didn't you?
Okay.
On Instagram?
Robbie, why does
Okay.
that matter, Robbie?
Well, because
Why
it
does
proves
that
again
matter?
it's a lie.
Robbie,
Everything
But
here
why
is a
does it
whatever
lie.
I
matter?
said to you in October 20,
Why does it
I would say
matter?
again
Well,
right
okay,
now.
Caroline, here's the
Crazy
thing.
prick.
Here's the thing.
You're
Kay has said
crazy
to
fucking
me,
mental prick.
I'm just trying
Caroline,
to
Kay
establish
has said
why
to
that
me that
matters.
she's happy to fuck
It
off.
doesn't matter.
Kay,
But it
no,
doesn't
Caroline,
matter.
Nobody cares about Grace O'Malley. Nobody cares about her.
It
well,
doesn't
that's not
matter,
true. You've
care
mentioned
Robbie.
her
about
over
her.
244 times this year, so
Oh
I'm
my
afraid you
God,
do.
have I? Is that what it says in your little log
But that's
list?
irrelevant,
I've got no idea how
Robbie.
many sock accounts about me you've
I
made.
actually don't
I've
have
got
any,
no
but do you know
idea.
the thing is? A lot of the sock accounts are people who've defected from your side.
Oh, really? Oh my God, really, Robbie?
Yeah.
So you know who they are. So you know who's indulging in criminal activity, you fucking cunt.
Well, I know some of who the sock accounts are.
You're
Yeah.
disgusting.
I know who some
You
of them are,
love this, don't you? You love the trauma that you create within women. You love it.
And actually, it was interesting
You're
because
a
one of the people
sadistic
on your
fucking
side said that they were
creep. And you know
Thimmering.
what, Robbie?
And they said that they were
Listen, get this
Thimmering.
recorded. Get it recorded, you little bastards. Get all your friends
Happily.
to record it as well.
I'll
Next time
happily.
I show up at Let Women Speak with my
Please do.
husband, he might
Please
not be
do.
silent.
Oh, please do.
Why, Robbie? Why?
Please come along and speak at Let Women Speak.
Why?
Because it's about everyone
Why,
allowing
Robbie?
themselves to make up their own ability to form an opinion, form an understanding of the person speaking. I would happily give you the
I
mic.
love that you needed to orchestrate like 200 women to make sure that I had a bad experience that day.
Oh dear. Do you know what the funny thing is? I don't orchestrate any women, Kay.
Do you know what, Robbie? I don't give a fuck about you. I've never
I don't
been
orchestrate any
interested
women
in your
because I don't control
inclinations.
women.
I've
Because
never been
I don't
interested in who
subscribe to
you are,
misogynistic
what your
ideas
passions are. I
like
don't
you.
care about your personal hobbies. Don't care about your sexual relationships. I don't care
Well,
about
that's
your
not
parents,
true because you
your
post about
family,
them
the
half the
house
time,
that you grew up
don't
in.
you?
No, I don't, Robbie. You're sitting here lying.
No, I'm not, because you already
Time
admitted that you
after
wanted a
time.
requiem for a dream scene to be repeated. Didn't you,
Right.
Kay?
So once again, you've gone into Asperger's territory where you
No, so once again, it's
understand
called receipt evidence,
tongue-in-cheek
and you even
humour.
admitted it.
You disgust me, and that scene from that movie disgusts me. Do you get it now, you fucking stupid prick?
Okay, I would be very careful about calling other people stupid when you didn't even know mushroom farms existed.
You are dumb as fuck. Oh, do
What
you
was
mean
it
in
you said about
response to...
mushroom farms, Kay?
Hang on. No. I need to take center stage for this one, you little cunt. Oh, I don't even know what mushroom farms are. Do you mean when I had been on holiday in Skye, hadn't been reading the newspaper, so didn't know the headlines that were going on, and I see your comment in the threads of J.K. Rowling, right? J.K. Rowling, who, by the way, fucking hates you and like reposted and drew attention to the ridiculous smear campaign that you put that young woman through in 2017. Anyway, J.K. Rowling, you were in her comments, and I think the reference you made was about mushroom farms, crystal shop owners, something else to do with like energy exchange. I can't remember what it was, right? Because I don't sit here with my little black book of shit that Robbie Travers has said, but it was something to do. It was very obviously trying to insult me in the process. Now, that was my first experience of it. I hadn't read the headlines, and you decided, oh, that's funny as fuck. Kay's so narcissistic that she thinks that comment was all about her, even though there's something in the headlines today that she hasn't read. And I've clearly made reference to her personal life because I have a weird, morbid obsession with this woman. Is that what you mean, Robbie? You stupid fuck. You know what, Caroline? You know I'm robust, right? And I can hold my own. But I've told you before privately the way this man makes me feel, right? The visceral physical response that I have when I have to listen to this fucking man lying repeatedly over and over and over again. I can't do it. I do have my limits.
Have you ever considered that the entire world's not about you, Kay?
We're an hour late for having our space that was scheduled. I'm pretty sure this stupid prick has intentionally come to intervene in. I'm going to have to take a break because I sincerely can't fucking stand him. He makes me feel ill. This man, to anyone who's sitting listening on the fence and thinks that he sounds like the genuine one and that I sound just like this angry little woman that can't handle a bit of discourse with this intelligent, articulate man who has demonstrated on multiple occasions so far this evening that he's willing to emotionally manipulate people such as my friend, such as Caroline, who's been very gracious tonight, by the way, Caroline. I have to say too, I personally think you've been very gracious this evening, but I don't need to tell you that because you're my actual friend. The responses that he provokes in me, they are visceral. I have not recovered from what this man did to me. I haven't recovered from it yet. It's one of the most unexpected and upsetting experiences of my life. He did very well to frame me as some sort of sinister character because I defend myself, because I say what I think, because I push back against bullies, because I point out, I mean, people who were in this space 3 hours ago, you heard me calling out racism in real time. I'm not scared. I'm going to say when I think someone's being a racist prick. So I'm going to point out when that laughter emoji little arsehole who knows that I'm sitting next to my 13-year-old son talking about the worst trauma I've ever endured in my life, right? Hopefully, listeners who are on the fence or who don't know either of us and aren't invested in this personally will have been able to draw a sensible conclusion. But you're welcome to listen to this motherfucker continue to just make up lies like it's second nature, like it's the oxygen in his lungs. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to see if I can get this space fired up with Amanda. If not, fine.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'm going to respond to that now. I'm going to very briefly respond to that and be quite clear. This woman has claimed that I've harmed her, and yet all you heard in the space was quite clear. There is no harm.
Robbie,
there is no evidence. It
Robbie,
is your friends that
Robbie,
have done so,
Robbie,
but
Robbie,
never an
Robbie,
allegation
listen.
about me.
Oh, I know all this, right? But listen.
No, but Caroline, hang on,
Caroline.
Caroline, I want to actually level with you for a moment, Caroline, if I can. You were outraged and furious in a space where you were told consistently, you have done this, and it actually wasn't you, it was Zoe. You have done this, it actually wasn't you, it was Goldfinger. You have done this, it actually wasn't you, it was someone else. And actually, in that moment, Caroline, you were magnificent, and I will say that happily and openly. You repeatedly and consistently said, this wasn't me, I did not do this, tell me what I have done. And the person said, well, actually, your friends. I am in the same situation that you are right now. I am consistently and constantly being told, my friends, never me. And I ask people, why is it that it's never me that does it? It's always someone who's a friend or someone who I have been connected to on the internet, or maybe even haven't been connected to, but now is. That's the question I want people to answer, because I know, Caroline, when you righteously went mental about that, it was very fair to do so. So I asked people. She was asked consistently, what have I done? And I was only ever told, my friends, my friends, my friends. I have done nothing to this woman. I'm not going to apologise to someone I've done nothing to. What has happened, and I'm not going to relitigate the whole thing, is that I've been accused consistently and constantly of orchestrating Let Women Speak, an organisation of women led by a very prominent woman, and women entirely throughout the structure, and I control them. I will tell you now, I control nothing at Let Women Speak. I do not orchestrate them. There is no evidence, of course, of this claim. No evidence needs to be presented. Again, I've been told that I orchestrate over 200 to 300 women on here as handmaids. Women make their own decisions on here, particularly feminist campaigners. Do I orchestrate them? No, I don't. And this is the problem at the end of the day. Everything is about orchestrated feminists.
But I understand all of this, Robbie. I understand
But again,
all of this.
Caroline, and I'm saying this to you, I have repeatedly
You
been
need
told.
to let me speak. You need to
I know,
let
Caroline,
me
but
chime
I'm going to let you finish. I'm just going to ask you this. I have been told that this means that I belong in jail, that I am a criminal, that I have done this. Now, I came into this space, and I'll answer your question to allow you to speak. You asked me, why did I come in? I said, Merry Christmas. I was actually just listening to your spaces, and you may have noticed I come into your spaces from time to time to listen to them, just because I like listening to different people's opinions, and because there's sometimes a debate in here. That's all I'm doing. However, I came in just to say Merry Christmas, and I was vilely rebuffed, which I thought, fine, I'll just leave it at that. And then when I left, I then got sent multiple recordings of what Kay said in attacking me. So when you ask me, why am I perpetuating this? I came in and offered someone a Merry Christmas. I then got told to fuck myself into eternity, fuck off, fucking die, and fucking kill myself. That's all I'm going to say to you, Caroline. I didn't come in and say any of that. I offered someone Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Okay. I understand everything you've said, and I've heard all this a million times. Different people, different scenarios. Okay, but when she says to you how she feels, she's telling you how she feels. And when somebody tells you that that's how you make them feel, surely you can grasp that. You must be able to grasp that that's how she feels. It doesn't matter who's right and who's wrong. If that's how she feels, and she's telling you that's how she feels, why perpetuate it? Why not do
Caroline,
the
on the
honourable thing and just say, look, I am sorry for all of it, for everything, even stuff that I am not responsible for. I'm sorry. Why can't you
Caroline,
do that?
because Caroline, I'll tell you what's happened.
Nothing will happen to you but for doing that.
Oh, it will, because I will tell you now, Caroline, that she messaged one of my friends, early days, and said the moment you get him or record him apologising, I will send that to the police, because I want him locked in irons, clamped in irons, and done what is meant to be done to him. Now, I will tell you this as well, Caroline. You're talking about how people make you feel. When Kay was posting that as a child I deserved to be raped and have a cock in my mouth, when she said that in Spaces, when she said that I should be tied together with chains and forced to do double-ended dildos and then forced to, as she said, endure what the girls of Rotherham did. When she says all that to me and I say, I'm very uncomfortable, I wish you wouldn't do things like that or say things like that on the internet about me, did she listen to that? Or did she then the next day say, ha ha, I hope he dies of AIDS. Oh, ha ha, Isla Mac, his Asperger's monged up slut of a wife. Did she respect my boundaries? No. And that's the problem here.
But equally the same could be said, because I was part of watching, reading, observing from the outside, looking in many, many times before I got involved with any of all of that. And I could see what was being done by both sides. It was equal measures.
But
And
Caroline, I'm going to ask people.
But Robbie,
I will.
please.
No. I'm just going to ask you. When you say both sides,
Judith, I was in a space when Dr. Judith, yourself, and Hazel, I can't remember her second name, and Taylor.
Appleyard, yes.
Yeah, and you conducted a whole hour and a half of absolutely ripping her to